A homicide and arson suspect is behind bars tonight. The Carolinas Regional Fugitive Task Force found and arrested the man, Kelvin Juan Toloso Castillo, at a hotel in Greensboro. He faces murder and arson charges. High Point Fire responded to a house fire at Berg Place back on June 28th, about a month ago. There they found a man inside the home badly burned. That man, Omar Noriega, later died at the hospital. But police say Noriega had injuries that were not just a result of the fire. Castillo does not have bond. Greensboro police are investigating an armed robbery tonight. Officers responded to a call to First National Pawn on Westgate City Boulevard around 6 o'clock this evening. Suspect was armed with a weapon. Police say they took items from the store as well. They were last seen leaving the scene in a gold Corolla. In Winston-Salem, a man was killed in a shooting just after midnight today on East 17th Street. Police say Devontae Atkins and another person got into an argument. We're told that person was shot as well, but was treated and released from the hospital. So far, no arrests in this case. Randolph County deputies have charged 2 people after finding malnourished dogs at a home. Deputies arrested Joseph Jones and Charity Wall. Investigators were called to a home on Searcy Road Extension July 12th about aggressive dogs. Animal Control found 2 dead dogs and several others they say were malnourished. Deputies then found a mother dog and puppies. 2 of the puppies were dead. Jones and Wall are each facing 9 total counts of animal cruelty. We're hearing more from neighbors and witnesses in the investigation into Southern Star Farm. Davie County is investigating that farm after deputies seized 11 horses they said were severely neglected. Many have their ribs and hip bones showing, and some their spines as well. A woman who's taking care of them now says they are in much safer hands.
You go in the stall and they would be all against the far wall, and they were just kind of like, please don't touch me. And if you talk to them and were real kind to them, their ears kind of perked up. And we started putting them on the trailers, and every single one of them loaded right up. It's like they knew we were trying to help them. And
when you go somewhere and we have a vast majority of the animals on site that are showing signs of emaciation, that is where we began our investigation to definitively clear this up.
Sheriff's Office is asking for any information related to these cases. You're also asked to call if you'd like to give a donation to help with these horses. Animals across the country are facing risks due to severely warm weather. For farmers in Mississippi, hot temperatures have even claimed the lives of some livestock, and extreme drought in Minnesota is sparking barn fires. Some farmers say they're having to space out their bale more just to prevent fires. Another challenge during an already difficult summer for many. In another weather disaster, Pfizer is making plans after a tornado damaged its plant in Nash County, North Carolina, Wednesday. The company says it plans to pay all employees working in its Rocky Mount plant while that plant is closed. Thankfully, no employees were injured in the natural.
We are very inspired to see how this community is pulling together. I spoke with a lot of people, and they are pulling together to pick up the pieces and move forward with their lives after something very important happening here.
There's no word on a timeline for repairs. Primary damages were to the warehouse facility. The plant is one of Nash County's largest employers with more than 3,200 workers. Meanwhile, stories of the harrowing incident continue to pour in. New tonight, one couple that witnessed the EF1 tornado. It says the storm hit incredibly fast. Joel Brown has this one for us.
I was just entering the house and said, "Mark, do you know there's a tornado watch, a tornado warning?" And he said, "Joyce, I don't like the sound of that noise."
This is your kitchen, that's the window. And Mark, you said you felt the wind come in and blow this glass out.
Yes, yeah, just like that. I mean, it was so fast.
What did it feel like when the tornado hit the house?
I don't scare very easily. Incredibly scary when it hit the house. People say that a tornado coming in sounds like a train. I'd say probably closer to 1,000 trains or maybe 100 jet planes all coming at the house.
And you ran in here.
I came in here, turned, and the door slammed on my arm, and somehow I ended up hitting the tub with my head. And so when Mark came to rescue me, I think I was crawling out of the bathroom. And I really don't know what happened at that point. See, this wasn't damaged at all.
This is a powder room.
This is a powder
This
room.
would have been the most ideal
Yes, absolutely.
safe space.
Absolutely, only a little debris.
This is the master bedroom. This is where you all sleep,
Yes.
Yeah.
and the ceiling is gone.
Try this room.
What is this?
No ceiling. That's the master bath.
This is the master bath. And it's now outside.
Everything that had been above us, the roof and the ceiling, had fallen in here. So,
Blocking the doorway.
yeah.
We had to navigate through here just for Mark to get his medication and embarrassingly for me to get my cosmetics.
You were able to save
Yeah.
some makeup.
I was
Yeah.
able to save some
Well, so
makeup.
her cosmetics are to her like my medication to me.
We sort of crawled together, not knowing what else was going to happen, and stayed right there on the floor for a few minutes until things calmed down. And 5 minutes later, we looked up and the sun was out.